Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Sword of Hope 2 for the Nintendo Game Boy. Last episode we were doing some exploration in the underwater volcano here. I explored about half of the volcano. I'm going to explore the other half today, but still won't be enough to actually finish the volcano. See through the illusion to find the truth. That'll be a clue to find the third item that we need to reach the dragon. We need the cool cloak to basically navigate this second basement. We're going to need the dragon horn to summon the dragon, and then we're going to need this veil that will keep us from being pushed away from the dragon. So otherwise, they'll summon the dragon and it'll push us back, kind of like how those earthquakes do. So we want to make sure that we look at this rock wall, because actually in this loose stone is something that we want. We're going to get this tritium, and that is going to be an item that we're going to need to make like the best armors in the game. We'll also need the dragon scale, but we'll get that from the dragon, of course. Let's just take out these minotaurs and dinosaurs. Remember, take out the dinosaur first, because he has a really bad physical attack and the breath attack. So good, Cane of Destruction on him works. Cane of Destruction and hit by either Theo or Bogey will finish him off. Theo's, there's two more swords that we can actually get in this. They can, both stronger than the vacuum swords we have, but the one disadvantage about the swords that we can find in here are they're only single target. So we're actually only going to use one of them. Bogey will keep his vacuum sword. So this is, as you can see, there's strange claw marks on this wall. That's where we're going to have to use the dragon horn to summon the dragon. But we have to get the dragon horn first. The dragon horn is on the first floor, on the eastern side. So we went to the western side, got the cool cloak. Now I'm gonna backtrack and go. I'm gonna go to the eastern side, basically explore it. But there's a few more places we want to just explore down here on basement 2. And that final item we need, the veil, is near where the dragon is, so we can get it on the way to go to fight the dragon. That'll be in the next episode. For now, we're just going to, instead of fighting dragons, we'll be fighting all these guys. Dinosaurs, minotaurs. We'll get an encounter with the minotaurs pretty soon where we'll be able to just fight one of them and you'll see their stats. Yeah, they're not too bad when they're by themselves, these enemies, but when you get those like large groups, like 3 dinosaurs, you know, 3 like 3 minotaurs, that's when it can be a real problem. So there's the Sword of Earth. That is it's the first elemental sword that we found in here. We can also find the Sword of Fire in here, but the Sword of Earth is stronger than the Sword of Fire by 4 points. And you think about it, we're fighting enemies in a volcano, so they're pretty strong against fire. So the Sword of Earth is actually a better option to use. And we get an iron boomerang. That would be useful if we didn't have all those Cane of Destructions, well, all the canes, the Cane of Destruction and the Cane of Lightning and the Cane of Chill. So yeah, the boomerang, not that important. You actually find a second iron boomerang on the eastern side of the first floor. I'm going to do exploration up there then. Come around here and look at this hole. And this is one of those holes that shoot us straight up. I remember on the first floor last episode, there's this hole that we couldn't go down. And that's because that is the exit to one of those air holes that shoot you up. So yeah, there's holes that go up, and then there's holes that go down. So they're one ways. So yeah, see, we just go back here. We're back in B2, the second basement again. And now we got our Minotaur here. We can finally show off the stats for. Finish off the Cane of Destruction and then a good hit. Finish him off. I said a good hit, Bogey. Poor Bogey. Yeah, Bogey's not going to be with our party much longer. He's going to basically fulfill his dream of defeating the fire dragon, and then he'll be leaving our party. So, get used to enjoying Bogey while we have him here. Let's just head around a little bit more here. A lot of looping passageway here on the B2, basement 2. Kind of just show them off. We have another one of those air holes. Getting more coins. That hole. Another one shoots us back up. Shoot us up. Alrighty. And this is where we came down. This is a screen that we entered B1 from when we went into the western cave. Yep. And this is the way back to the first floor on the eastern side. And I'm gonna just teleport out of here. I'm going to use the exit spell to get out of here. And then I'll just enter the east from the outside. But yeah, this is the way down. Let's look at the rock wall. Is there anything loose? Yep, another loose stone. Let's open that rock wall. What do we get? Hot air. That's gonna damage us. And it covers that way down. So if we want to go back down again, we have to kind of hit that ash. But we'll just going to get out of the dungeon, basically by using the exit spell. And I'll show, like I said, what would happen if we would have went on the eastern side. So this is the entrance to the eastern side. If we go over to the left, that'll take us back to where we saw the two mountains that look like cats. See? Yep. Like I said, we started going over onto the western side here. I'm just going to head back there because there's a... I forgot to open this wall here. So let's open the rock wall. Do we get anything? Yeah, we get damage for 5 hit points. Ouch. But that's okay because when we go over onto the eastern side, there's going to be a place that's going to heal us. So let's just get out of here, use the exit spell. And now we're going to head into the eastern cave. Bogey has caught up with levels to us. Although we're both getting closer. Theo and Mute are both getting closer to getting level 18. Right, so this is the underwater volcano on the east side. So if we go north, and then north again, and then east, we go back to where the going down to the basement 1 is. I'm just going to go left here first, because then we get stuck over on this side. Which is the way that we're going to go to get that second elemental sword. The second elemental sword in the volcano, at least. It's technically our third elemental sword. We got the Sword of Wind from King Windor. And then we got the Earth Sword here. And we're also going to get the Fire Sword. The Fire Sword is to the north here. Under this rock. Let's smash that rock. Get the Sword of Fire. And I'll show that that's, like I said, a little bit weaker than the Sword of Earth, so we're just going to keep the Earth Sword. Let's just think about it, you know. We don't want to be fighting bunch of fire enemies that are strong against fire with a fire sword. Wouldn't make sense. So we'll just keep that earth sword. Go around here. Always look at the rock walls. Don't worry too much if you end up like getting some damage from these hot airs, because pretty soon we're going to get to a recovery point. Feel free to cast heal till we get to that recovery point, because that recovery point is going to heal all our MP. So, good to go. Let's head on up. Gonna find another iron boomerang. A little bit, but here is the dragon horn. The second of the 3 items that we need to reach the dragon. So that'll actually summon the dragon. The dragon's horn plaintive cry will wake the sleeping beast. Alrighty. So now, like I said, all we need is that veil. And we'll get that on the second basement on our way to the dragon. Got another hole there, but we don't want to go in that hole because that's a hole that takes us down. And we still have some exploration to do on this floor. Got a lizard tail, that's another useless item. We're getting close to the down to basement 1. Yeah, over 2 more will take us to the basement 1, to where I showed those stairs off earlier. Give you an idea of what the volcano kind of looks like. Here's the chill pane. It doesn't deal as much damage as the lightning cane or the cane of destruction. Remember, the cane of destruction isn't going to hurt those scuds because they're all fire elemental, and the cane of lightning only hits 1 enemy. So here's the spring. We look at the spring. We get to drink from the spring, and that recovers our hit points and our magic points. So there we go. The lava, so the rock wall. Let's open it up again. Unfortunately, this is going to hurt us for 5 damage, but it's okay, because you can just drink from the spring again. You know, all you have to do is just look at the spring again, and that'll heal you up. At first, it's just, the way it reads weird. I didn't have to cast heal to heal my characters here, because actually drinking from the spring actually recovers all your hit points too. Although it's a little unclear, but watch when you drink from the spring. You'll see you recover all your wounds, and that heals all your hit points. And then everyone recovers maximum MP. It doesn't say like you recovered your wounds. It doesn't say so you recover maximum hit points. But yeah, you do recover your maximum hit points there. So, we got another earthquake. Remember, the earthquake pushes you back about 3 screens or so. 2 or 3 screens, depending on, I guess, how much the random number generator rolls. And we get pushed into another fight. But we're getting good at taking out these enemies here. So that Shield of Illusions coming in handy there. You learn the Storm. That's like the group bang spell, or the group lightning spell. Mutant hasn't learned any of the bang family spells yet. He just learned the lightning one, the single target. Storm is the group target. Now we gotta learn the last one, which hits all enemies. Need a few more levels for that though, but in time. So let's head back to this area here. Gonna get another iron boomerang under this rock. We'll just end up selling them. I said canes are a better option. Go east. And going east will take us to the staircase going down to the first basement. The Black Pearl. So we'll see that basically in our next episode when we go down this way. But now I'm just going to retreat out of the volcano. We'll save out the entrance to it, and then we can start right outside the eastern entrance of the volcano in the next episode. Once again, remember, when you're dealing with the Beholders, the best thing to do is have Mute attack them with the Cane of Destruction. That usually one-shots them, and Mute takes the least amount of damage from their exploding. Guardian of the Fire Shot sleeps beneath the lava. So that's why we need that Dragon Horn to awaken him. Another Iron Boomerang, there we go. Second Iron Boomerang. And then just going south then will take us basically back to the entrance. Remember, we used to be able to go to the left there, but that ceiling fell down. So it's going to be locked off from now on. But that's okay, we don't have to go that way anymore. I'm going to be heading north and then east to get down to the second basement. Let's just finish these guys off. And then we'll save our game. And then we'll head into the volcano to get that last item, the Veil, and take on the Fire Dragon and unfortunately fulfill Bogey's life desire, but unfortunately lose him from our party. Take care, have a good one, see you next episode. Bye!